Operation Frühlingserwachen, Spring Awakening, was Nazi Germany's last major offensive in World War II, launched in March 1945. It was a desperate attempt by Adolf Hitler to stabilize the Eastern Front and protect vital oil resources in Hungary. Background and strategic importance. Timeframe: 6 to 16 March 1945. Location: Western Hungary, specifically near Lake Balaton, the Danube River, and the Székesfehérvár region. Primary goal: defend and secure the last remaining Axis-controlled oil fields in the Nyíregyháza area, critical for fueling the German war machine. Secondary goals: delay or halt the Soviet advance into Austria and southern Germany, stabilize the collapsing Eastern Front. Two forces involved. German forces. Commanded by Field Marshal Otto Wöhler, 6th Army under Army Group South led by General Otto Dessloch. Key units: 6th SS Panzer Army transferred from the failed Ardennes offensive, 3rd Panzer Army, 2nd Panzer Army, elite Waffen-SS divisions including Leibstandarte SS Adolf Hitler, Totenkopf, and Das Reich. Soviet forces. Commanded by Marshal Rodion Malinovsky, 2nd Ukrainian Front. Units included 4th Guards Army, 6th Guards Tank Army, 27th Army, 26th Army, supported by Romanian and Yugoslav units. The plan, codenamed Frühlingserwachen, Spring Awakening. Hitler hoped to surprise the Soviets with a concentrated strike in Hungary. The offensive was to cut through Soviet lines near Lake Balaton, drive east, then pivot north to recapture Budapest, lost in February 1945, and secure oil fields in Nyíregyháza. The terrain was difficult. Forests, marshes, and still melting snow made logistics challenging. The offensive, March 6 to 16, 1945. The offensive began on 6th of March 1945 with heavy armored and infantry attacks. Initial German gains were modest, but they were quickly stalled by mud and poor road conditions, strong Soviet resistance, lack of fuel and air support, counterattacks from the Soviet 3rd Ukrainian Front. By 16th of March, the offensive had completely stalled. German troops were unable to achieve their objectives, and Soviet forces began a massive counteroffensive. Aftermath and consequences. German losses. Tens of thousands of troops, tanks, and aircraft, many elite Waffen-SS units were depleted. Soviet counteroffensive, Operation Vienna, launched immediately after the failure of Spring Awakening. It forced the Germans into a full retreat. Budapest and Vienna were taken by the Soviets in early April. Oil fields were lost, severely crippling the already devastated German logistics. Hitler's reaction. Furious at the Waffen-SS divisions for failure, he ordered their honor titles removed, a symbolic gesture showing how desperate and irrational leadership had become. It was Germany's last major offensive on the Eastern Front and one of the final large-scale battles of World War II in Europe. Highlighted the strategic exhaustion of the Wehrmacht. Showed the overwhelming superiority of Soviet logistics and manpower by 1945. Set the stage for the final push to Berlin, which would fall by May 1945.